And it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Waiting. Right there, 54 miles. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Following the interception, Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 41 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Tighten up.
To throw is Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Sunday.
Safety's creeping. Switch it.
X3. 218. Chop it. 82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Back. 280.
Watch it before.
Kill. Lefty.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Cousins now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
81, 81.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Mike, hey, echo.
Right there in the middle. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing on first is Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing, Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Dan Bailey
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.